Need more customers for your business? Create your own TV commercial. Advertise with us. We'll help you promote your product, your service to your customers. A plan to fit every budget. Over 1.5 million household views. Increase your revenue and sales. Advertise with us today. Advertise at thejackiejackson.com.
And welcome to another fabulous show with the Jackie Jackson. Me, yours truly, the Jackie Jackson. The place where you can get information that's going to educate, inspire you, and empower you so that you can be the best you that you can be. And today is like every other show. We're going to talk about all the things that's on your mind, going through that process of figuring out your why, as well as how to move forward and proceed with following your passions in your life. So doesn't matter if you are an entrepreneur or if you love your job and you can't even see yourself leaving your position. However, no matter what you do, whatever you do, you should feel fulfilled. You should feel that you're walking in your purpose. You should feel that you are utilizing your gifts and your talent to bring light into the world. And today I have a very, very special guest. His name is Mark Darius, and I'm so excited to have him on the show. He is from Dreams Geometry, and he has a phenomenal message to share with you all. And I am just, elated, bubbling, excited. That's me. Mark, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Doing great.
I'm so excited to have you here because the first time I was introduced to you, I didn't really know what your message was at that time. You know, we were like two ships passing and then we met. And then a few days later, I love social media because it always connects you to somebody that you don't know. You're connected to someone who's connected to someone who's connected, right? And I don't know how it happened, but one of your videos came across my feed and I was just floored. I was in awe. And I said, who is this guy? Not even realizing that that's the guy I met last week.
It's funny.
Yes.
It happens.
It does happen. So we spoke on the phone. We connected and everything because I hit you up and I was like, hey, tell me more about, this video because I really want to understand your cause and I want to help you share your message on our platform because I believe that our ideas are like congruent. Our message is congruent. We're going in the same direction. So welcome and thank you for accepting the invitation.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So tell me more. Tell me more.
All right. Now, this is a project of mine that I started to inspire and to motivate others. I feel as if a lot of people on an everyday basis, they kind of get overwhelmed with life and they tend to forget what their original dream or their whole intention, their purpose, as you stated, to be here on this earth is. So this is a project that I started to remind people, hey, you still have a dream to go after and this is your time.
Outstanding. And you know what? It's so powerful, your message. I mean, you're so humble, and that's what I love most about you. It's like your humble spirit and everything, but his message is so profound, you guys, you have to see it. So we're gonna cue up the video right now so you can take a look for yourself, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. So we're gonna watch this video real quick.
You know the feeling of knowing what it is that you want to do in life? The feeling that you're pursuing what you always dreamt of. I get a thrill out of hearing people tell me about their potential dream, and I love the ones that are currently dreaming and acting upon their dream. And I know some of them, or some of you dreamers out there have given up, but the Catch Your Dream Project is to find those and inspire once more. My name is Mark, and I go by The Dreamer, and this is the Catch Your Dream Project.
Got it? Hold up. Ooh! You see that?
Oh, the dream.
What'd you
tell everybody? I'm living
You caught your dream. What is it though? You gotta tell me what it is.
No. I said I'm living the dream. That's the expression I give everyone. They ask, how you doing right now? I'm living the dream.
You living the dream.
Now I talked to a lady, she was real deep. He said, you know, what dream? I said, my dream. I said, that's where you should put it. Make personalized. It said, I'm living my dream.
Yeah.
And you got it on your ball. See, that God is good.
I see.
They're going to call for my new apartment today. I've been waiting and worrying. I ain't worrying. I got it.
You got it. You got it.
My young brother.
Appreciate that.
Oh, God bless.
All right, you too, man.
All right now.
All right, you got it. You good? Come on. You ready? That's good. That's a good catch. What does that say? Dream, for sure. All right, if you caught it, that means you caught your dream. What is it? What is it?
I think I'm already living my dream.
You're living your dream. What is it? What is your dream? I like to get inspired by others.
Is my wife. How's that?
Your wife?
Beautiful lady.
I like it. Keep pushing, man. Get a catch? Ooh, boy. Read that. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
What does it say? D-beam? Dread? Dream?
Dream. All right, you caught the ball. Let's just say this was your dream. You caught it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Football. A dream. That I
What's your
caught.
dream?
Photography.
Photography?
Yeah.
You want to be a photographer?
Yeah.
Are you following that right now?
Yeah.
All right. Are you part of are you doing anything professionally or are you just kind of
Freelance myself.
freelancing? Oh, that's what's up, man. My name is Mark. I'm just out here trying to get people to get inspired about their dream.
Okay.
So if you want to pursue that, keep going, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't drop it. All right, man. See. Cool.
How many cats do you see?
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I see 7. Is there more?
You have 1 minute.
That's 11? What? 11 cats. What is your name?
Anna Brunelli.
Anna Pinelli. Nice to meet you. This is all you. Y'all look like y'all play sport. Can you catch this? Woo! All right, you caught the dream ball. All right.
Actually, 3-time state champion.
Word? So did you dream to be a football player at one point?
Small.
Come on, those are excuses. You can't do that. All right, now the dream is not football anymore. What is it?
Money.
Money. How much money?
All of it.
That's not like, it's too much, it's too high. You have to put a quarter on it.
At least $1 billion.
He's money, I'm happiness, and feeling fulfilled. There you go.
Feeling fulfilled, happiness, and money all together?
Yeah, exactly. Those
So that's
three
the dream.
recipes, stir them up in a pot, boom.
Okay, I like it, but you got to follow up on it, man. I appreciate it. I'm just out here trying to get people to express themselves in that inner thing that they would like to push out and go for it, man. You want money? Let's get it. Are you out here getting it though?
Oh yeah, I'm on lunch right
That's
now.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. All day, every day. Keep getting it, man.
For sure.
See ya. You got it? Let's see. Ooh. I love it. I love it. Appreciate it, man. See ya. Y'all too.
Now, that was an amazing video, and thank you so much for staying with us. This is Jackie Jackson from The Jackie Jackson Show. That's what you're watching, the place that's meant to inspire, empower, educate, and motivate you so that you can be the best you can be, actually. And we are here with Mark the Dreamer
Yes.
The Dreamer, because that's what I saw in your video. The
Yes.
Dreamer. My New York accent kicks in. The Dreamer.
I heard.
We don't have ERs.
Just A, right?
Mark the Dreamer, Darius. Mark,
I
that was
could roll
such a
with it.
cool video, man.
Thank you.
That was such a cool video. So I saw so many different people catching their dreams.
Yeah.
And how did that make you feel when you were out there on the streets, like interacting with people and asking them about their dreams and asking them to actually like think it through? Because most of us, we kind of walk through life a little unconscious, right? We're not really paying attention, and I don't know, maybe at some point we may have even given up on our dreams. So now you jolted them back to reality, and now you had them face that question, what is your dream?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a sense of fulfillment. It was a sense of accomplishments in a sense, because my the whole thing that I strive for is pure motivation. I feel like if I can motivate you, you can do the same for me. So it's a constant thing, and I get motivated by others being motivated. So me doing this is a way for me to stay on track, a way to stay motivated, because those people that I interacted that day, or I still interact on an everyday basis, they motivate me to do what I do on an everyday basis. So.
And how old are you? Because you look so young, right? A lot of people are like, oh, Jackie, you look young, but no, I've been around a minute. But you look young, and you have so much wisdom. Where is this coming from?
It's just over time, just learning and reading and things like that, and just interacting with people like yourself. The more I interact with people, the more I learn, and that's how I believe in that. And I'm actually 28.
28?
Yes, I'm pushing the bar.
I still don't
30.
Don't even go there, okay? There's a whole decade and change that I got on you, so no, we're not gonna go there. I'll accept your 28 though. I'll accept it. All right, so you started out with networking with individuals that you thought think the way you think, or share a similar vision. And then you began to read books and empower yourself and go through the self-development process. So what are some of the books that you have read?
I've read The Power of Now, which was like the first book I believe I've read. Then that led me to read the How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That was one of the, I guess, turnaround. And I realized that it was like one of the established first book
it's a classic.
Yeah, for self-empowerment. And then I also read the actual Magic of Thinking Big. And I believe there's a few more, but those were the ones that stuck out to me. And I actually have a new one that I'm going to start, which is called Ask. I can't wait to start.
Oh, that one sounds just great, just one word. You always know when a book is going to be really good when the title is just one word. That means that it's extremely profound. There's no explanation behind that title. Ask. That's it. That's what you need to do. Whether it's ask of yourself to make a decision and be convicted in your thoughts, or asking life or your higher power, or who you believe in, to supply you with the knowledge and the wisdom that you need to go forth and walk in your purpose and identify your why you're here on earth. Just ask. So I'm looking forward to that one. So remember, you got to take out a pen and paper when you watch this show because you're going to be blessed with so much juice. People talk about the tea. Oh no, this is juice. This is some quenching juice, right? You're going to have a lot of knowledge and a lot of information that you can take away and walk away with and apply to your life immediately. So never forget, take out a pen and paper and write down whether it's books that we talk about, leaders that we talk about, inspiring influencers, or the mentors, people that we have on our show. Write down Mark's name and make sure that you go visit his website and check him out and see what he's all about. He's 28 years old and he is living his dream and his purpose, and so much so that he is actually inspiring others to do the same by helping them catch their dreams, and that's like totally cool. So when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to talk more about your company and where you think you're headed in the next couple of years, right?
Sounds good, yes.
That sounds good.
Does it feel like, does it feel like the real thing? Does it feel like burning up, burning up?
And we are back with the Jackie Jackson Show. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube, because it's all different lingos. They are different. They are different. So make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe to the Jackie Jackson. That's the handler on all of them, and you'll get all the updates, and you'll get to follow me and see what I'm doing in my daily life. Anyway, so if you think that's cool, I don't know. I think I'm kind of boring, but if you think it's cool, follow me. But we are here with Mark Darius, and he was about to tell us about his company, about Dream Geometry, because I love that name.
Thank you.
I do. I love that name because, you know, math wasn't always like my best friend
Neither
in school.
was it mine.
Geometry, you know, I know how to add, to subtract, multiply, and divide. That was like the basics. You don't need nothing more than that.
Exactly.
Like the engineers and the architects, like, no, you need a little more. But that wasn't my dream. That wasn't my passion. So I didn't need any more than that. So geometry, like, how did you pair, or what was the thought behind pairing your dreams and geometry together? Like, how did that marry?
All right. Well, the company is called Dreams Geometry, like you stated. The goal is to, well, it's a digital marketing firm, and the reason I call it that is because I believe a lot of small to mid-sized businesses are still in the process of living out their dream or going out to pursue their dream. Once you pass mid-sized business, you go into like a big business, you kind of fall into the trap of like continuously trying to grow and forget that you originally had a dream you start from. So with my company, I try to start with only small to mid-size because they still have that dream in them. And the geometry part is because when I sit with them, I'm trying to find the why. Why did they start this? Why did they have this dream? And for me to help them in the digital marketing world, I need to know what angles they like to go at or they want to go at. And with every single client that I go with, we want to grow your dimension. We want you to grow as a business. So that's where the geometry part comes in. And the catch, of course, is have you checked every angle? That's the goal.
Man, that is too cool. That is very, very profound. Obviously, you put a lot of thought. You put a lot of, which is what you should do. You put a lot of thought to it.
To be honest, I was on my way to a coffee shop. I usually like to go to coffee shop all the time.
Me too. I am such a Starbucks fan. If anybody want to do something for me, please send me a Starbucks gift card. Christmas.
This is where we differ. I don't like Starbucks
You don't
anymore.
like Starbucks?
Not anymore.
I don't pay him no mind. I like Starbucks.
I was on my way to Credo, actually. It's a coffee shop downtown, but I was heading there, and I was thinking of the idea. By the time I was only 5 minutes away. By the time I got there, I sat and set up my laptop. I came up with the name and idea, and I called my brother, which is the first person I called because I wanted to know, first of all, is it available? Like, is this thing available?
Right.
So then we had the conversation. Then after that, it was like, okay, was it Dream Geometry, Dreams Geometry? So I dreams. Let's Dreams Geometry. Let's go with that.
We're gonna go with plural.
Yes.
Right. Multiple
Because
dreams.
there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of businesses that I'm planning to work with. So, and my whole thing behind everything, even with the Catch Your Dream and the business that I'm currently doing, it's all about helping people.
Yeah.
And I want to help the businesses grow. Like, as cliche as it sounds, from a business standpoint, but personally, I really want to see every business, mid-size or small business, I want them to grow to their full potential. Go to a great big business.
Absolutely, and that's the best place to start. That is the foundation of anything that you do in life, is making sure that whatever you do, you're actually giving. You are giving and sharing, because that is where you will receive the most fruit for your labor. The more you invest into someone else and their passion is the more reward you'll have for your own. Would you agree?
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah, right?
100%.
Totally. And then also, besides I see the football, but what's actually going through my mind is the Knights for some reason, like UCF.
Oh, the UCF
Yeah.
Knights. I've actually gone to UCF for my second episode of the Catch a Dream project.
You did?
Which is released now, which is out now. So I went to UCF in Valencia. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to see what it's like. The first episode I went downtown, on an everyday basis, people who go to work, and people who are just walking the streets on a regular basis, see what their dreams were. But I decided to go to the campuses because a lot of students, I wanted to see what kind of dreams were bubbling in the campuses and what they were thinking. So that's what I did in my last episode.
And that's quite interesting that you chose to create that comparison for your second video, because the students that are on campus, they're in the process of like self-identifying what their passions are, right?
Yes.
They're pursuing something, some kind of dream. And then some, on the other hand, are going through the motion, and maybe they chose a major just to say, I chose a major, or maybe they're doing something because they're trying to appease someone else in their life, and they're not really following their passion, but they don't really have that courage yet to say, you know what, no, that's not what I want to do. I remember when I was a freshman, a while, it took me a while to even remember the word. All right, so I was a freshman in college, and I actually was a pre-med major. I really was, right? I had great grades, and I thought I was smart enough, and then I quickly realized that I wasn't. I did. That wasn't, and I didn't have the passion to really push through that. Like the first chemistry class, and I think I had a physics class, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I had to call home.
Self-awareness.
And I had to call home and tell my parents. I was like, look, this whole doctor thing y'all think I'm gonna do, I'm not doing that today. Yeah, we're gonna change courses real quick.
Sometimes you got to make that decision, right?
I mean, even today, my mom still calls me and she says, you still doing that TV thing? Oh, she does. She says, you still doing that? You making money? Are you making money? Because people, they can't see what your vision is. They don't buy into it, right? So even when you are most passionate about what it is that you do, even the people who are around you in your inner circle, they may not see what you are trying to accomplish. And as wonderful as they are in their support for you, sometimes their comments can derail you off of your future if you believe them, if you allow that to degrade your soul, So tell me, what was your experience when you were on campus and the students were catching your dream?
It was a different experience. I'll tell you one thing. When I went to Valencia is a community college, and UCF is a well-known university, and so it's a different atmosphere. So I definitely felt that. I don't know what it is, but the students at UCF, they were more centered and not very outspoken.
More reserved,
it was a few, more reserved.
Okay.
A few were outspoken, but more reserved. But when it came to Valencia, most of them were very outspoken and, kind of.
They were open.
Yes.
They were ready.
Yes.
They're like, let me tell you what I got. Because just last week, we was out here on the street. They was ready.
They were very expressive, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm sure to find out. I want to have some sort of sit down with a few people just to see what the difference is and why is that.
This is true. So we went to Valencia is a Valencia State, right? So it's a state college, and then UCF, University of Central Florida, also very, very well-known university across the nation. A lot of students come into Florida, right, in Orlando, just to attend this wonderful school. And both schools are awesome, phenomenal schools. I actually love Valencia. I love both of them. My son, I know people are like, oh, you got a son in college? I do. So my son attends Valencia right now, and he's looking to transition over to UCF as well too, and move on to bigger and better things. But it's a wonderful way for us to jolt people out of their comfort zone and have them really think about it. Because if you asked one of those students, why are you doing, or why have you chose that major, what do you think they would say?
Most of them usually say that they either want to be a real successful person in that field, on the field that they're in, or they say, well, the real truth is some of them say that, hey, my mom wanted me to do this, or I do this for my parents. I do this to fulfill, the accomplishment of what my parents want to see out of me and stuff like that. So
right. And when you hear a student that shares with you that they're following a path because someone else asks them to, or that's the expectation that they were given in order for them to be accepted, because that's really what it is. You know, we're all kind of looking for like acceptance from our family or friends, so we kind of go along with the status quo. How is their demeanor when they respond to you? What does that look like?
You have a surprise. At first, it's like surprising, like, oh, what is my dream? Or like, you know, what it is that I'm actually going for? And then they resort to just saying like the degree that they're following, which is most of the ones I got were computer engineering. So there was a lot of computer engineering at the time that I was doing it. Not saying that, you know, there's a lot there, but the area that I was doing the Catch Your Dream project, I received a lot of computer engineering, and their dream were to become a very successful computer engineer. But there was nothing around it.
Nothing around it. So you asked them, well, what is your definition of successful computer engineer?
Big house, big cars.
Yeah.
And nice, you know, nice family. The American dream.
Nothing about the process.
No.
No. And that's where that muddled, muddy thought process is where we get caught up. Because if you don't have a clear vision for your life, all of those goals, whether it's the big house or the big car or, you know, the fabulous lifestyle that you kind of lofty dream about, it remains in a cloud, in a dream. It doesn't really come to you if you actually are not really focused on it and have a step-by-step outline of how you're going to get from where you are today, whether it's whatever you're studying or whether it's in your business or whether it's at your job and you're looking for your next promotion and increase. You have to have a clear understanding of your why you're doing what you're doing, as well as how you're going to get from where you are to your destination, to your goal. Would you agree?
100%. I agree.
Absolutely. So when we come back from this short commercial break, we'll talk a little bit more with Mark, and he's going to tell us some things about why he thought that they were surprised when he surprised them with the ball about their dreams, but they were surprised. They don't know. We'll be right back.
You can be another part of me, another part of me. Want you to say every part of me, every part of me. You can be another part of me, another part of me. Want you to say every part of me, every part of me.
And we are back with Mark Darius from Dreams Geometry, and he's going to tell us really quickly why he thought other people were surprised when they caught their dream. Plus, he's also working on a new project right now, which is amazing. So I want you guys to know about it real quick. So go ahead.
But yeah, the main reason I say that there is surprise is just you don't get it on an everyday basis. It's only a small percentage of people who actually constantly rehearse their dreams and constantly think about their dreams. That's the goal. I want people to continuously think about what they want to be and what they want to achieve. So they were really surprised because it doesn't come as often for people to ask them, you know, what do you dream to be?
Exactly.
It's always shocking.
And you have some hats, right? That you have a clothing line that you're about to start real quick. We got like about 30 seconds to talk about it real.
Yes, so basically it's a dreamer hat that I want to inspire other dreamers. It's basically having a piece of inspiration and wear it and be fashionable.
Oh yeah,
so
we got to do Fashion Fabulous.
For sure. It's due to come out in 2018, so look out for that. Just a way to inspire more. And give
That
people
is
another reason to
wonderful.
grow.
Well, thank you so much for coming out, Mark, and supporting the show, and we appreciate you for watching as well. Stay tuned for another wonderful, informative interview with the Jackie Jackson next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. See ya.
Need more customers for your business? Create your own TV commercial. Advertise with us. We'll help you promote your product, your service to your customers. A plan to fit every budget. Over 1.5 million household views. Increase your revenue and sales. Advertise with us today. Advertise at thejackyjackson.com.